What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. This time we're taking a look at Don John, written and directed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Let's waste no time. Let's talk about it. Overall, I like this movie. I think Don John is a very good comedy, romantic type of comedy type of film. Now, it's not like your typical sappy romantic comedy. Don John tells its story in a different way. Don John focuses on the particular character played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Now, and he is somebody who has very simple pleasures. He loves his house, his cars, his friends, loves working out, the church, his family, and he loves his girls, and he loves to watch porn. So the whole thing about Don John is that he is very porn obsessed and very porn addicted, and the only sexual the only sexual satisfaction he gets is from watching porn. Like having sex doesn't really do for him all the time. Watching porn, that's what gets him going. And overall, I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt, from an acting standpoint, I thought he was really good in this movie. I like him as the character of Don Juan. Not only that, I think from a director, for this was his debut film as a director, I think he did a really good job from a directing standpoint and also from a writing standpoint. Now, no, Don John is not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. I know it does, but for what it is, I enjoyed the hell out of it. And like I said, I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the character of Don John, I thought he was really good in the movie. I thought Scarlett Johansson, who plays Barbara, who is the girl that John goes for, I thought she was fine in the role as well. I mean, this was the movie that to me sold ScarJo as being a dime, close to a 10. And not only that, I thought that Levitt and Johansson, they had really good on-screen chemistry with one another, and their characters are two total opposites. Don John is about the single life, while Barbara, you can tell Barbara is more of the old-fashioned type girl who wants to have, who wants the family and the marriage and the kids and all that stuff, and that's something that John doesn't really want. But as his relationship develops further with Barbara, you can kind of see that she's subtly manipulating him into being what she wants him to be. Now, of course, this does not stop John from doing the things that he does, which eventually leads to them having a breakup because Barbara had caught John watching porn more than once. She caught John watching porn once, which he brushed off as, oh, my friend gave this to me as a joke. And then the second time, the dummy forgot to clear his browser history, and that is what led to the breakup. So I think all that was handled fairly decently. I mean, it kind of makes Barbara look like a real psychopath. It's like, really, you're getting upset because he just wants to sit down, beat his meat, and watch porn. Because like he says, every guy watches porn every day. But in Barbara's mind, this means that it's disgusting and it's borderline on cheating. That just goes to show you that this Barbara character, there's something wrong with her in the head. Like, okay, how do you put two and two together like that? But anyway, they get to the breakup. But all the while, John has been developing this friendship with this other woman named Esther, who is in his college class with. The relationship between John and Esther is completely different from the relationship between John and Barbara. Like, Esther doesn't control John or anything like that. And the relationship with John and Esther feels kind of more natural. They feel like more like kindred spirits. And of course, at the end, it's John and Esther that get together because they find a mutual kinship between one another. And this is what kind of leads John to finding that satisfaction and gratification that he's been searching for. He finds it with Esther, who is this older woman. Of course, the character of Esther, she has her own demons. Prior to the start of this film, she had lost her son and her husband, so she's a damaged and broken woman who's not looking for anything. But with John, they kind of find something within each other that puts them both at peace. I like that. I thought that was also well handled, and I thought Julianne Moore was actually really good in the movie, and I think her and Levitt have really good on-screen chemistry with one another as well. So yeah, in terms of the differentiating between John's two separate relationships, I thought that was well handled. The dynamics with John and his family, I thought that was pretty good. Tony Danza plays John Matello Sr. Tony Danza was fine in the movie. I thought he was pretty good. He has a couple of comedic moments here and there. The actress who played John's mother, I thought she was fine, though she can be annoying in a lot of areas. And John's sister, she's just like a potato. She's constantly texting until you get like the last 2 minutes of the movie, where she pretty much spells out to John what Barbara really was and what Barbara really was. That stuff was okay. But the things I do like the scene of John chilling out with his friends. I like his detection of how he can point out a woman that's worthy to want to sleep with. I think that stuff is really entertaining and really funny. So, yeah, like Don John, it has a lot of good things in it. It has a very, very interesting and smart and, for the most part, smartly written story. It's got a really good cast who all look like they're enjoying themselves. Like this movie, it feels like a fresh for a borderline sex comedy. It feels fresh and it feels unique and it has like a lot of style to it. And that's why I'm going to give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. I enjoyed Don John. I like this movie a whole lot. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Don John. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.